Welcome back to the third episode of the Clean Cut series, a series where I'll take you behind the scenes of what it actually takes to compete on stage as a lifelong natural athlete. Everything from the food, the macros, calories, posing, workout. Talking about workout, today I'll be taking you through an entire legs and core session. Without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. On screen we have data from all my previous weigh-ins. Making myself some crumbed chicken tenderloins this morning. All the seasoning I'll be putting on this chicken. Some chili, some garlic, and some salt. Tossing her in the air fryer. Look at the sight of that. Nice, tender, and golden. You already know, just topping it off with some sriracha hot sauce. And just before leaving to the gym, I'm making myself a nice pre-workout shake. These are all the ingredients I use, starting with some protein oats. Don't forget to reset the scale before putting the next ingredient, which in this case is some chocolate protein powder. Now we're drizzling in some honey. Then is some smooth peanut butter. Comment below if you prefer crunchy or smooth. Now we're plopping in some frozen bananas. Top her up with some water and ice. And there you have it. All the calories, macros and serving sizes are on screen. It's time to head to the gym, comrades. And we have arrived, comrades. As mentioned earlier, I'm going to run you through a full leg day today, ending with some abs. I always start my workouts with cardiovascular endurance specific to that workout. And following that, I do some dynamic stretching and muscular activation specific to what I'm training. My typical warm-up duration is between 10 and 15 minutes. For exercise 1, I performed the plate-loaded leg press. I performed 4 working sets in total. I'll run through each of them with you. But this exercise was also part of my muscular activation. For set 1, I loaded the platform with 212 kilos for 15 reps. This is an exercise where you must always prioritize form, tempo and control over load. This is not an exercise to ego lift. For the final 3 sets, now we're starting to get into the territory of technical failure. For this set, I loaded the machine with 292 kilograms. I believe I performed 11 reps, but I'll just say 10 to 12. With this exercise, my setup is everything. I want to make sure that my feet are shoulder width and parallel, and from start to finish, keeping my core on and driving to the sole of my feet. Now for this working set, I performed 372 kilos for 10 reps. Which now leads us into the Big Daddy top set. I always take my time with setup, but for the final top set I like to take a bit longer. just to ensure that I nail every single rep. I performed 432 kilograms for 10 reps. For exercise 2 is a nice and juicy one, the seated machine hamstring curls. For this exercise I performed 3 working sets. Jumping right into set 2, I loaded the machine with 82 kilos and performed 12 reps. Some key takeaways for this exercise is to always ensure that your feet are shoulder width and parallel, and that your foot itself remains neutral throughout the entire set. And the obvious one, of course, is to make sure that you achieve full range of motion from start to finish. Exercise 3 is one I've been doing since day 1, the standing calf raises. Now for this exercise, the best technique you to look out for is to make sure that you are in control from start to finish and squeezing your calves at the peak of every single rep. Again, 3 working sets were performed. In every set I did 15 reps. For exercise 4 and the final exercise for legs is the elevated kettlebell dumbbell lunges. Now, what I like to do is grab myself a plate that I'm able to place my feet atop. That way I'm able to keep my feet flat as I perform every single static lunge. Which now leads us into one of my favorite ab exercises of all time, the upright Bosu double knee crunches. Now for this particular exercise, it's amazing in 3 ways. 1, you're able to forever progress this exercise. You can do this either through weight, reps, or tempo. 2, you're able to consistently load your core through full range of motion. And 3, it's suitable for all fitness levels, whether you're a beginner, novice, intermediate, advanced, or athlete. And now ending the workout on cooldown. This again involves cardiovascular endurance, but this time some static stretches instead of dynamic. Here's a quick physique update. Keep in mind I did do a leg day, so you're not going to see any upper body pump. Now for a quick grocery top up. I pretty much ran out of everything, so I'm grabbing myself some dinner for tonight and food for tomorrow and the day after. Now for the entire grocery haul, we have an 18-pack eggs, 2 packets of chicken crumb tenderloins, 2 packets of chicken breast, some Sour Patch Kids, and 2 packets of potatoes. For main meal number 1, I'm only making myself some chicken breast. chucking her in the air fryer as always. Perfection. Those are the macros and calories on screen. I only had 350 grams. Starting off dinner with some scrambled eggs. I'm seasoning them with some salt, garlic powder, some cayenne pepper, some chili, some ground cumin, and some black pepper. The dinner, however, is not complete without some basmati rice. For the entire breakdown of macros and calories, pause in 3 seconds. And some extra drizzle of the sriracha hot sauce. A new day today, awaiting slightly less than yesterday. For breakfast, I'm just having a fruit salad, and the entire agenda for today is just a active rest day. So I'll take you through the meals as normal, but I'll do some minimal talking. For main meal number 1 today, we are having some chicken tenderloins and some rice. Drizzle. A quick peach before my cardio. Today I did 1 hour on the treadmill. I was feeling super depleted after that, so I had myself some Sour Patch Kids. Now jumping into main meal number 2, all that's on the menu is a lot of chicken breast. The seasoning list: chili, garlic, salt, cayenne pepper, and sriracha hot sauce. Bit of a drippity drip. For dinner is exactly the same like last night, scrambled eggs with rice. And ending the calories with some chocolate, protein just before bed. Total macros and calories for the day in 3, 2, 1. So that brings us to the end of yet another episode. If you made it to the end of this one, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, and turning on all the notifications, as there's going to be another 20 or 30 episodes at least of this series. So plenty to learn and plenty to see. See you in the next episode. Cheers.